Hey guys, welcome back to Autocrypt Primer. And what do we love?
Vehicles!
Yes, and I gotta tell you, it is hot. It's been some crazy weather. And so after having the Stinger in it for a while and messing with it for a little bit, I thought I should show, since these are my very first, this is my very first big vehicle I've ever got for 6-inch figures, and this is my second. And so I felt, let's give a comparison. You're going to see probably, because I had these things are so big that it was kind of hard for me to get in, figure out how to do this and do the shot, and I got it figured out. But I'm going to be in the shot as I'm doing this, and we're going to kind of show off what each one comes with as a vehicle and everything from Battleverse Action Force and from Hasbro's G.I. Joe Cobra Stinger. So the one thing I wanted to do is let you see these things together. So I'm going to move the blast effects. I just thought that was really cool to go ahead and have, because that's how I felt in the video, is full blast on. Trying to get this. Now, one thing automatic is the fact that, I want to make sure I got that in the camera right. I do. So the one thing that for me was the size comparison between the two. So if you're going from bumper to bumper to front, right off the bat, Battleverse wins in the actual size. And pretty much the bulk. Now, the other thing that I wanted to look at was the fact of what does each vehicle come with. So, first of all,
and price is probably going to come up. How much they cost, how much we paid for them.
Yes, let's do that now.
Okay.
All right, so for the Stinger, I think it was around $100 when it was new, when it came out. Valorverse, and I got both from Amazon. Valorverse, I think, was like $187 if you got it from his website. I got both of mine from Amazon. I got my Vanguard for $124, and I was able to get this Stinger here for $60. So both of them on Amazon is how much I was able to pay for both of them. So immediately you go with that, you're definitely getting more size and bulk with that one. But as you can see, you can have both of these in your collection, and they both work well together. Now, both of them, with the comparison, automatically with Hasbro, they definitely give you blast effects, which I think is cool, especially if you do any photography. So you do have, let me back my camera up. So you do have blast effects that come with it. I think someone said that some of these are from the His tank, and I'm fine with that. I've got blast effects that I've got for Transformers that I will definitely be using.
Both of these models.
Yes. For both of them.
That's a really cool effect right there.
I like that a lot too. And they're both really fun and nice to play with. So because of blast effects, and it comes with two that goes on the back of the rockets. So there is that you get. You get one blast effect, as you can see back here, and that's for the gun. Now, when this first came out, it was just a stationary, but you were able to go on his website, and if you had it, you get a new piece, plug in here, and that makes it where that now rocks back and forth, which I'm happy with. This back here does the same. It rocks down, up, and it can turn. So this back here, it turns, but it has like a little, kind of like a ratchet inside of it that helps with it staying for there. So that's nice. The next thing that I want to show off is the front of each vehicle. So I went ahead and take the blast effects off of the rockets, kind of help me out here. So the first thing I want to show off for both of them is they both come with a shovel that both comes off, but they both come, and I want to make sure I got this in the shot. Yeah, they both come with a trailer hitch, which Valorverse comes out this far here, right there, and I'll have to unattach this because this never stays on mine, so that's something I don't like, and I might just leave it off for the rest of this video. But this trailer hitch comes out about that far. So Valorverse is about an inch longer in comparison. Right there. They both roll up. His rolls up here on the side, and you can do it on either side. So it rolls up just like so, as you can see in the video right there, and it gets all nice and tight. This one here rolls up in the front, and so if you got big hands, that kind of makes it difficult. But there you go, there's that. Hood on this one does not come up. Hood on this one does. So that's something that's really interesting for the playability, where you can be working on the engine if he needs to. So you do have that. Another thing is with this one here, the window can come down like so. Not so much for that. So you have that a part of it. The next thing is I want to show you, I was trying to get this to fit into the shots, is that this has 4 doors that open, and this one here has 2 doors, because this is only for 2 people to ride in. So this has, you know, 2 doors right there. Let's go ahead and get the drivers out, and we'll have the drivers stand next to their vehicles. So Valorverse comes with like these little Coke cans, so it looks like he's drinking on the job. I like that. It also comes with a coffee cup one. He comes with a gun. So they do come with, he comes with weapons. There's another weapon that's in the back of the trunk there, which I'll show off in just a second. But this one here, now for me, it's hard to get it to come out the door. So I typically will just untab the top there, and I'll just grab him and pull him out. The driver, oh wait, I got his hand on the steering wheel, there we go. And now with G.I. Joe version, he does come with more weapons. So let's show off the actual figures themselves, okay? So right off the bat, the Cobra G.I. Joe, he has a lot more weapons and gear that's on him. And he comes with a blaster here, a gun here. He also comes with another gun, which I don't have out for this video. Mine does not want to stay really pushed in back there. I don't know why that is, but there's that. Arm bed and keeps coming down on my guy. So you have that right there. Valorverse's guy just comes with a gun. He doesn't come with anything else, and he doesn't have a helmet that removes. And he's just pretty much just a generic. But he is a character called the Reaper. He has a lot more articulation all the way around than he does. They do stand side by side. Even though he doesn't come with a lot of stuff, there's a different quality in the 2 figures. This one feels sturdier and is heavier than, even with him all this. He's very light. He is very loose and wiggles. I mean, he wiggles. where he is tight all the way around. So there it is with the two the characters that come with them. Now, with that, with this vehicle here, you can, if you want to, you can take the doors off. There is paint. Let me move them out of the way right now. There is paint in the inside door. There is paint inside the cab. Let's see if I get more light in there. So inside of the cab, in the back of the vehicle, there is a lot more paint out right in there. So that's nice. So that's nice. It sits two people. As you can see though, the rocket launcher does not stay tabbed. It's just a little bit too much of a nub back there. Inside here, he has steering wheel, but not a lot of paint. But one thing that you can do that it just like with the Stinger is you can take these doors off. Let's see if I can get it to do. There you go. And all the doors will just pop right off, like you see here. And that will give you more of an open vehicle if that's something that you want to do. They pop right back on real easy. Now this, with here, let me back the camera up. So, with Valorverse and with Hasbro, one thing I can say is they both are good to have in your collection if you want to. The trunk opens up back here, and I forgot there is a gun that is in the back, which that will tab on. I'm going to show that off before I forget, where you have the gun here. Will tab in like so, and you can have a gunner in the back of the vehicle if you want to. Now, for me, overall, the playability and durability so far is that Valorverse's vehicle is heavier, thicker rubber tires, all the way around. Feels like you're really getting a lot for your money due to the fact that how heavy the vehicle is, how sturdy the vehicle is, and there's no, when you get it out of the box, it's immediately ready to be played with. There's assembly required there. The plastic on the tires, where these are harder rubber, these are a very soft, like real soft rubber right there. Both vehicles playability kind of go well with each other. You can have both of them in both universes if you wanted to. I think that the Stinger is, I think, more for if you want to do more posing and photography type stuff, where the Valorverse vehicle you could do the same with, but it's got a lot more sturdy for playability. This one has fallen off the shelf, nothing broke. And the shelf is about, what, 6 feet tall?
4 feet? No, it's 4 feet off the ground.
4 feet off the ground? Mm-hmm. And it got knocked down. And the one that's the culprit's probably going to show up in just a second in the video. Because he wants,
toys.
He does. Hey, Cringer.
Like, ooh, why are you
so this is a great size comparison. It's Cringer coming in there to show you how big it is. And he's like, why are you playing with my toy, Daddy? That's mine. And but with the Stinger, you can do a lot of photography. Something that I'm wanting to get into now that I'm getting into 6-inch figures. The quality and the figures, though, you may get a lot of stuff with him over there, but he is more of a solid figure. And I feel like I could do a lot with that, and I could buy a upgrade kit and deck him out with that, and he'll be a more solid figure. I can do a lot with this figure over here, not worrying about hands or arms or feet popping off. Him over here, his one hand, as you saw in my video showing it off, pops off. If I'm not careful, that thing will pop off and I'll be missing it. And probably Cringer will have it. The molding, the weight, this guy over here is heavier. I mean, he is really heavy compared to him. So you do see that there is a weight difference in the two. This one over here, you know, the rockets come off. That's pretty cool and nice. But I feel like they should have made that peg in the back longer. I think if they did, it wouldn't constantly keep coming off. That, to me, is an issue and a problem. Where people have gripes about Valorverse, at least with Valorverse, he will take that and fix it. Case in point, the gun that was up here didn't rock up and down. People were upset about it. You were able to go online and be able to get it for free. Just had to pay for shipping unless you were buying a figure. You know, it was free. For Hasbro, just like it is with Transformers, apparently you always have to have a third-party company making a
better version.
Well, not a better version, but like an upgrade kit. You just like with Transformers, with the hollowness, you have to buy upgrade kits to cover that up. I don't think that you should ever have to buy an upgrade kit for your vehicle or your toy that you have bought from the company. I think if you get that toy from that company, it should be perfect in the whole playability that it was made for. Upgrade kits, I think even though they're nice to have, it just goes to show you that the company themselves could be lazy on the quality of the figure.
Because I think the upgrade kit should be purchased if you want extras, not to fix something that was wrong.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're having to pay for them. It's not like, oh, okay.
And you have to go from another company too.
Yeah. We realized this was wrong. We wanted to send this to you for free because we found out that you had bought this vehicle and there were some issues we felt like needed to be fixed. It should be given for free.
Absolutely. And if you're like, I'm a Transformer fan, and I mean, it's like Star Convoy right now. They put the front chest is all wicky-wacky, and Hasbro's not made any attempt to even talk about fixing that. The thing that gets me is that this right here never stays on the figure. I think, again, the tab should be stronger. If I wrap the trailer hitch around it, it will stay. But if I don't, it'll fall off like that. So that's a gripe. This figure here can only hold up to 4 people, and technically only 2 people inside the vehicle. They have places on the back of the vehicle, but they don't have a place where they can hold on to, and if they're back there and that rocket shoots, they're going to be dead. Where Valorverse, you can have 4 people inside the main part here. You can have a person in the back here. You have a person up here on the gunner. So right there, that's 6 people that this can house. Plus you have ports on each side, which I think Hasbro should have done that on this side, and that side has a port for characters to be hanging off the side here and holding on up there. And in doing so, you can then have up to 10 people hanging off of this vehicle over here, and only 2 to 4. Yeah, I know. So give you a size comparison. Cringer's like, hey, let me just come in here and help out. But that's what I wanted to show you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you think I'm right or wrong, I'd really love to have your comment. And that is my baby Cringer, who is definitely the one that loves playing with the stuff. So you want to say anything, Cringer? Want to say anything? Huh?
He says, quit playing with my toys.
I know. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, that's it for the show. Y'all have a good one. Like my granddad always said, hold on to something for your youth. You'll never grow old. Look to the stars, grab one for yourself. Bye, guys, because me and Cringer are ready to play.
Yeah.